Hi learners, welcome to next video on IoT design and applications. Now this video we are going to see Contiki NG GUI, that is called as Kuja framework. So the Kuja framework is a revolved framework developed for Contiki OS 2.7, but same Contiki NG they have taken the same Kuja framework for Contiki next generation also. So when you want to deal this Contiki NG, and as I already shown you a previous video on Contiki NG introduction, that is on the terminal mode. I have described about various folders. So one is architecture, examples, operating systems, tools and tests. So in this, since we are going for a separate tool, we have to go to tools, CD tools. So we need to go to tools folder. So under the tools we have so many different options available. So in that we have one option called as Kuja. So we have to go to Kuja folder. So once it is there, so we have a build.xml file. So we can able to build using the Ant framework of Java. So the logic is very simple to just open it. The command is ant run. It is simple command ant run. So before that the ant run, since this Kuja framework is very old, so it will be supporting the Java JDK development kit of 8 version. Now recently is 11 version, so this Kuja might be giving some errors in the 11 version. To check whether which version you have, so you can go and check in update alternatives config space Java. So once you type this, you can see that there are 3 versions I have installed in my machine. So one is Java 11 OpenJDK, Java 11 and Java 8 OpenJDK. So I have this. So I have installed this, and now my star in the left hand side points to 8. So that's why it is working fine. Okay, so please enter to keep the current choice and type selection number. Since I need not change anything here, I just close it. So my Java is running with Java 8. Even you can check it, Java hyphen version. See, you can use 1.8.0. So that's what I am just using. So ant run. Once you run ant run, a GUI will be pop out. This GUI is called as Kuja framework, which is mainly on the Eclipse platform. So the look and feel, everything will be looking like a Eclipse. So now we can see we have file, we have simulation, we have modes, we have tools, settings and help. There are so many options available. So since it is GUI, so there are some settings need to be configured before you run the simulation. First thing is create a new simulation. So in the new simulation, what is the name you want to give? So let me give my own. Already I have given my own. So the same name I want to give it here, but not necessary. I can use my first GUI. I will give my first GUI app. I can give like this. Then radio medium. What radio medium you want to have? So by default it has unit disk graph medium UDGM. So let it be as it is. In case if you want to work on the radio property or a radio medium, so you can change whichever you like. And the mode startup delay is 1 second. The random seed is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and create. The very first thing is you will get a creation window like this. In this window we have so many things. So this area is called as network. This area is simulation control. Any nodes that can be entered here, and this is the mode output, and this is the number of the timeline of the events happening in the simulation. Okay, so now first thing is we want to go with the application. Already the application, my own application, I have just developed in terminal mode. So before you come to this video, please refer to the other video. So now what I do is, before that let me go with some settings. So do you want to see the output of the printf statements? Then click yes. Okay, then click it. So the log is there, and if you want to see the LEDs, as of now LED we don't need any LEDs as of now. So that's why during the LED application we will enable this. And mode type, so type of the modes we will enable it by default. I'll show you why we need the type of the modes, and zoom out. Okay, now minimize this window. Now what we do is we'll add the modes. So we add modes. So there are various modes supporting here in this Kuja framework. So the modes are, you can see that Kuja mode is there, Mica Z mode, ETH1120. So all these modes are all very old modes. So we'll take one of the powerful mode is the Sky mode. During the last 10 years, the Sky mode was so popular. So we'll use Sky mode. So many libraries are available for Sky mode. Then you can give a description for a particular Sky mode. So in case we want to restrict as it is, then keep it. Then use the Contiki process or the firmware. So what process you want to use? So you want to use the hello world or my own process. So what you do is I'll just go to the folder where I created. Now see that I have created a folder already here in Pradeep. So open it, and here this is the .c file, my own.c. open. Okay, now open. So now I can able to use clean command or compile. So you know that the make clean, and you can use compile. So now we can see that what command here it is giving here, make my own .sky target equal to sky. Hope you remember the command line what I was typing there. The same command is operating here. Now when I use clean command, when I use clean, everything will be clean. Now you give the compile. So once you give the compile, the same thing whatever running in the terminal also will be running here. Okay, but now it is not in the native mode. We are using a Sky mode. So that's why please see that it creates file called as my own.sky. So already we have created, but again we have used the clean command to clean it, and it's what's my own.sky. So now you create. How many nodes you want to have? Let's say I want 10 modes, and which position you want, linear, elliptical, manual, or any which positioning you want. So let me go with the random for time being, and the position interval also it gives 100 cross 100. So in case if you want to change that, you can do that. Now add modes. Now we can see this is the number of nodes. So you can drag and drop any nodes or drag and move to the closer location. So no issues in this. And now you can see that each node when you click it, there are two circles, one in the green color, another in the gray color. So the green color circle indicates the transmission range, the gray color indicates the interference range. So we have interference also. So in the transmission range is 250 meters, interference range might be 550 meters. So that's what we have, interference and transmission range. Okay. So now here we have the simulation control here. So you can go step by step simulation or the full simulation you can go for. Now I'll open the timeline also, what happens to each and every timeline, that also will be mentioned here. Okay, so now let me go with one by one step. So we can see nothing is happening. Let me go with start. Now you can see that. Hope you can see the output here. Hello learner, welcome to IoT. So see all the nodes are exchanging. So as I told you that each and every Sky modes or each and every sensor node, they have an inbuilt intelligence, so that they can able to have a transmission connectivity with the nearby nodes. They have a intelligence so that they can talk to the nearby nodes by default. We need not enable it. By default they have it because of the operating system embedded into it. So that means that what every one of these things are a node, and in this node an operating system is already there inside, and we have programmed this for our own Sky mode. Okay, in this what I do is right click over any node. In this you can see the mode tools and the mode interface viewer or mode information you can see. So what is this mode information? You can see this is the mode type information, Sky mode number 1, and 15 interfaces totally. What is CPU frequency here, and the mode interface viewer, how the interface looks like, and what are the different cycle clock, all these things, and mode type information we will see. Yeah, this is what the mode. So this is actually a Kuja is an emulator, not a simulator, it's an emulator. So actually this is what the hardware it's been modeled into a single node. So if you see the Sky mode also, it will be looking like the same here. So like that each and every mode defined in this Kuja have their own purpose. Okay, so this is the mode type information. Let me close this window. And this also, and here this is the window where mode output. So you can select this thing, you can save it to your file. So what time what happens. So in this case, if ID3, ID4, 5 like this, maybe I will just pause it for some time. The simulation I will pause it. Now you can see ID number 7, hello learner, welcome to IoT. So this is the command that I have given in the C source file, and this what is being printed here. And here nothing is happening here, and even this can be stored also. So this can be saved to your file, and sometime you can save it to Wireshark also again. So even Wireshark also can able to process these generated files. So this is what the simple GUI that we can think of. And in the tools we can see there are so many information. So even you can check for radio duty cycle. So as of now, maybe I'll just check with that how much radio is occupied for each, and totally I use 10 nodes. So for each and every node it tells how the radio is occupied, what is the radio receiving, and what is the radio transmission. So these things also you can able to view or watch. And not only that, RSSI you can see in decibels, received signal strength indicator, that's what RSSI means, and buffer we can see. So there are so many things that we can able to check from this thing, and individually even you can see how to start a server. So in this example only we are going to see various protocols called as COAP, COAP, RPL routing protocol, and broadcast, unicast. All these examples we are going to see in this GUI app, because in the native app only we can able to run upon the native application, but only in the emulator we can able to emulate the behavior of a sensor node. Since the reason being most of us are in vacation, or most of us are in home, so we could not go and purchase any sensor mode outside. So obviously what we can do is, so we can able to learn these wireless sensor examples in a simulator environment or the emulator environment. So that's what we are asking to see. Okay, now I'll just pause it. Then in case we want to save the simulation for the later usage, you can save the simulation, or you can export also. Or else if you don't want to use this, then directly you can close the simulation here. Okay, so this is how the way now the things looks like. Okay, now click exit and you can come back here. So that means totally we have used 9 minutes and 54 seconds for this simulation. But only challenge here is this Kuja will work mainly on the JDK 8, not on the recent JDK 11. So in case if you want to install this, the command will be sudo apt install. You can use open JDK hyphen, you can put tab twice and you will get open JDK 11, open JDK 8. So you can use open JDK 8 hyphen JDK. This is a command to install this JDK. So once you type the password, so since I already installed this, so no need of installing it again. In case if you want to do that, you can try out this open JDK. So all these commands if you want to see, just please see the description below the video. So thank you. So subscribe to my channel also. Wait for some more lectures or some more laboratory exercises on this Contiki NG operating systems. Thank you very much.